Last time you guys put your bold plan into motion to infiltrate the warehouse and retrieve a mysterious artifact. With Rowan's, and to a lesser extent, Ferrum's charisma-fueled performance, holding the guards' attention outside, Elowyn snuck into the shadows, deftly navigating her way to the glowing crate. Inside, the stakes rose even higher as she overheard a pair of Gentarum operatives plotting to take the artifact for themselves. Despite the danger, Elowyn secured the artifact, only for her stealth to falter. Now a guard is closing in, and your carefully crafted plan teeters on the edge of chaos. The guard is just 10 feet away, his hand on the hilt of his sword, his eyes narrowing as he scans the crates. What are you doing?
Well, not much I can do since I'm pretty trapped. So I'm grabbing the nearest barrel and throwing it hard toward the other side of the room. If it makes enough noise, it should draw him away.
Roll an athletics check then, buddy.
Fuck. 7.
7? Oh, great. So now we're just gently nudging the barrel. That's gonna really scare him.
Wow. Thanks for the support, Rowan. I'll be sure to give you a standing ovation when your brilliant plans go sideways.
I suggest recalibrating trajectory and applying additional force.
Really? You too, Ferrum?
7's not that bad. At least the barrel won't just tip over and stay put. Small victories, right?
Small victories? She might as well have fired a flare into the air and handed them a note saying, "Dear guard, I'm hiding behind the crates. Love, Elowyn."
Oh my gods. You're all acting like I didn't just sneak into a heavily guarded warehouse, steal the artifact, and overhear 2 Gentarum operatives plotting, all without getting caught. But sure, focus on my one bad stealth roll.
Hey, we've all had bad rolls before. You just had yours in exactly the wrong moment.
Thanks, Rowan. Next time we try a stealth approach, you're taking point.
Wouldn't trust Rowan for that. He'd probably walk up to them, offer them a drink, and try to talk it out.
Talking got me a nat 20 with the guards, didn't it? I'm the reason you lot even made it this far. I feel a lack of faith in me.
It's not faith you're lacking. It's subtlety.
Subtlety is not one of your core attributes. Probability of mission compromise under your leadership remains substantial.
Okay, I'm sensing a theme here. I go straight to punching a thug one time because he was harassing a lady, and suddenly I'm the reckless wild card.
Your priorities are in the right place, but you are the reckless wild card.
Yeah. I'll remember that when I'm the one pulling your asses out of trouble.
You're statistically more likely to put our asses in trouble.
All right, fair, but at least it's entertaining trouble.
It is. I'll give you that.
You give the barrel a hard push, but instead of crashing across the room, it wobbles awkwardly and thuds against the side of another crate. The guard freezes for a moment, then his eyes lock onto your position.
See? You got his attention. Just, not in the way you wanted.
If I get caught, you're next.
The 2 other guards near the glowing crate turn toward the noise, their hands reaching for their weapons as well. And from the back room, you hear a voice.
What's going on out there?
The door slams open, and 2 Gentarum operatives step into the room, their eyes darting between the guards and the glowing crate.
What are you idiots doing just standing there? Secure the crate, now.
Wait, something's wrong. Open it.
You see the guards' attention shift as the operatives bark orders. One of the guards hesitates, stepping toward the crate, while the other glances uneasily between you and the new arrivals. The Gentarum closest to the crate throws the lid open. His face twists in anger as he sees the artifact is gone.
Where is it? What did you idiots do?
What are you talking about? We didn't touch it.
The tension snaps. One of the Gentarum draws a dagger, lunging at the nearest guard and aiming at his throat. The blade glances off the guard's armor, but the shock of the attack is enough to spark a full-blown melee.
Oh shit! Reinforcements. Intruders in the warehouse.
Chaos erupts as blades clash and shouts echo through the warehouse. Outside, the guards near you stiffen, their focus snapping from your story to the loud commotion.
What in the hell's is going on in there?
The guards outside are tense and clearly confused by the shouts for reinforcements from inside the warehouse.
You two, stay here. We'll handle it.
He doesn't seem hostile. Yet. But if you make any sudden moves or draw attention to yourselves, that could change fast.
Hostilities have escalated. Shall we proceed to assist?
Yes, we can, my friend. I thought we were just gonna tell stories all night.
Agreed. Elowyn, get back here now.
I'll sneak past them and slip out the door. They're too busy fighting each other to notice me. Easy enough, right?
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check to see if you can sneak past the chaos unnoticed.
Fuck me. 11.
So much for staying unnoticed.
You say something, Rowan?
Never mind.
You start to move carefully out of your hiding place, but just as you come into view of the chaos and ready to slip past it, your foot catches the edge of a crate lid, sending it skidding across the floor with a sharp, echoing clatter. The closest guard snaps his head toward you, his eyes narrowing as he shouts,
Hey, you there! Stop!
Suddenly, the already chaotic room turns its focus toward you, the guards and Jentarum both looking your way. The lead guard shouts,
You get out. We can't let them take the crate.
unaware that the artifact is already gone. And with that, I'm going to need you to roll for initiative, Elowyn.
Rolled a 22.
Elowyn, you're up first.
I'm not sticking around to find out who swings faster. I'm heading for that door, now. Hopefully, they'll be too busy killing each other to care about me.
Up next is the guard's turn. He lunges at the Jentarum operative, but the attack is sloppy. The operative shifts his weight just enough to avoid the spear. With his attack missing, he holds his ground, trying to keep the Jentarum operative from advancing too far. The brute sees his opening. His eyes lock on Elowyn, and he lets out a guttural growl, hefting his great axe as he barrels toward him. But as he moves, Guard uses his attack of opportunity, thrusting his spear in a desperate attempt to stop the brute. The spear catches the brute in his side as he charges past, leaving a nasty wound. He winces but doesn't slow down, his focus entirely on Elowyn. He is now in melee range of Elowyn, blocking her path to the door. He raises his great axe high, ready to strike. Does a 22 hit?
Yep,
The brute's great axe hits Elowyn for 7 points of slashing damage.
that hurt way more than I expected. Definitely time to get the hell out of here before I end up a smear on the floor.
Elowyn's in there alone, and she's taking hits. Move in now before this gets worse.
Threat level rising. Proceeding to engage hostiles.
Looks like the cavalry's charging in. Everyone, roll for initiative, and let's see where you slot into the chaos.
21.
11?
17.
And it looks like Avandra got a 6. So since you guys got involved after the fighting started, you'll have to wait until next round. The Jentarum operative sizes up the guard leader, smirking as he flips his short sword in his hand. He feints to the side before lunging forward. The agile Jentarum operative strikes with precision. The blade sinks into a weak point, and the leader grimaces as he takes a solid hit. The leader staggers slightly, but holds his ground, ready to retaliate against the Jentarum operative. The agile operative smirks, clearly enjoying the chaos, but seeing his brutish ally already chasing Elowyn, he shifts his focus to avoid being overwhelmed by the guards. As the Jentarum operative attempts to slip away and hide, the guard leader lashes out with his longsword, but his swing is too slow to connect. However, the Jentarum operative ducks behind the crates, but it's a sloppy attempt to blend into the shadows. His movements are too loud, and he fails to fully conceal himself from the nearby guards. The guard leader watches the Jentarum operative fumble with his attempt to hide. Seizing the moment, he steps forward and slashes with his longsword, the blade carving through the operative's light armor and drawing blood. Outside, the guards hear the sound of steel clashing. Recognizing the urgency of the situation, they rush toward the commotion as a group, weapons drawn and shields ready. The reinforcements fan out as they enter, trying to take in the chaotic scene, using their action to use dash to get further into the building. They can see their comrades locked in combat and glimpse Elowyn moving toward the exit. Their focus is split, but they're ready to back up their leader. Now we're back to the top of the initiative. I assume you're going to make a break for the exit, Elowyn?
You think I'm just going to run? Fuck that. I'm going to use Hunter's Mark on the operative who slashed me.
Elowyn squares her shoulders, refusing to back down. She focuses on the brute, summoning the energy for her hunter's mark. The air around you hums faintly as you mark the closest operative.
All right, first swing. 20 to hit. That gets through, I'm guessing?
Yes, ma'am.
4 from the blade, plus 2 from the hunter's mark. That's 6 total. Now, I'm going to be swinging again because of 2 weapon fighting. So the second swing. 23 to hit. 8 total damage for that one.
Both hits land cleanly, carving deep into the brute. He steps back slightly as blood seeps from the gashes, and he's starting to look worse for wear. Do you have anything else you want to do for your turn?
Nothing else I can do. Guess I'll just hold my ground and wait for backup. Let's hope they don't take their time.
Ferrum, you're up.
I am too far to engage effectively. Moving to close the distance, I'll dash through the entrance and provide support from inside.
Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
I am in position and ready to act next turn.
The guard, who is still engaged with one of the Gentarum operatives, adjusts his stance, trying to put pressure on the enemy. The guard steps forward with a determined swing, and his long sword cuts cleanly into the brute's side. The Gentarum operative growls in frustration as blood drips from the wound. You're up next, Bastion.
I'm going to try to take this one down without killing him. We need answers.
You sure about that, big guy? He doesn't look like the talk it out type. Pretty sure his vocabulary's just kill me or release me, worm. But do not waste my time with talk.
14. Does that hit?
Not quite. The brute shifts just in time, and your fist slams into his armor instead of connecting cleanly. He grunts but stays on his feet, looking more annoyed than hurt. The brute, already reeling from the onslaught, makes a desperate swing at Elowyn. But his movement is sluggish from his injuries and falls short. His attack does nothing to turn the tide. You're up, Rowan.
I'm using my action to dash. Gonna make it into the warehouse and get closer to all this noise.
Anything else you want to do?
Nah, that's it for now.
The second operative glances at his battered ally and the growing chaos, weighing his options. With reinforcements on the way and the guards holding firm, he decides it's not worth sticking around. He dashes toward the exit, making a move for freedom, leaving the struggling companion behind. The guard leader quickly sizes up the situation and takes a swing at the fleeing operative with his attack of opportunity. Although fueled with the determination to ensure that he does not leave the warehouse, he overestimates how agile the operative is and barely misses the mark needed for a devastating hit. After missing a swing that he knew would have ended it, he uses dash and gives chase to the operative attempting to flee. But the operative remains unscathed for now. Up next is Evandra.
I'm running towards Elowyn to where I have enough range to use Healing Word on her. And it does 8 points of healing.
Evandra strides toward Elowyn, her hand glowing softly with divine energy. The warmth of her magic flows through and washing away the pain. Elowyn feels a rush of renewed strength as her injuries vanish.
You're good now. Watch yourself.
The guards who just entered assess the situation quickly. Spotting the fleeing operative near the warehouse doors, they lock eyes with each other and take off in pursuit. Back to the top of the order for round 3. Elowyn, what's the plan?
He's still on his feet. That's a mistake I'm about to fix.
Elowyn, we could take him down without finishing him. There's no need to kill him. He may be able to give us answers.
If we leave him breathing, he'll try it again.
Eliminating him reduces the risk of retaliation.
He's not going to last long, Elowyn. But are you sure about this?
Seems like she's plenty sure. And honestly, I say let her. Less problems for us later.
The Gentarum brute wobbles, blood dripping from his wounds. His grip on his weapon is weak, but he's still glaring defiantly at Elowyn. His stance says he's not backing down.
22 to hit. And 4 damage.
Elowyn moves in swiftly, her dagger aimed with precision. With a roll of 22 to hit, her blade finds its mark. The blade slices through with deadly accuracy. The brute stumbles, his weapon slipping from his grasp as his knees buckle under him, and he falls to the ground with a dull thud, blood pooling beneath him. His eyes flicker for a moment before closing completely.
Was that necessary? He was already outmatched.
If he wasn't dead, he'd still be a threat. I did what needed to be done.
As the dust settles and the brute lies motionless, the tension in the warehouse remains thick. The sound of footsteps echoes from the far end. The guards chasing the fleeing operative push forward. Their focus is entirely on capturing the operative before he slips away. The leader surveys the room. He narrows his eyes at the rest of you, clearly trying to make sense of what just happened.
You, stay here and make sure they don't try anything.
With that command, the guard leader take off in pursuit of the fleeing operative. The sound of their armored footsteps echoes as they vanish down the corridor and out into the dock ward. One guard remains, gripping his weapon tightly as he watches you all with suspicion. His expression is tense, clearly unsure whether to trust you or treat you as enemies. Don't get any ideas. You stay right here until the boss gets back. And that's where we are going to end this session. And I gotta say, that was a hell of a sequence back there. You faced some tough calls, made some big moves, and survived. So congratulations, everyone. As of right now, you're all level 2.
Level 2, huh? Guess I've officially earned the right to call myself a proper adventurer. What's next, a parade in my honor?
You can call yourself whatever you want, but let's not forget, so far, your contribution was storytelling and distractions, which turned out to be pretty damn useful, but still.
Rowan's verbal engagement distracted hostiles effectively. Success was achieved. Qualification as a proper adventurer remains debatable.
You see, even the tin can admits I was useful. Ain't that right, Bastion?
Level 2 means we've got a better shot at surviving. But yes, not sure how you managed to pull off those distractions, but when it mattered, you made it count. But don't get too cocky. This is only the beginning.
Well said, Bastion. The stakes are just getting higher, so I hope you're ready for what's next. Enjoy your new skills, because it's not going to make what's coming any easier.